Brian?
No, you can't put her glove in me. What the fuck are you talking about?
First of all, Sean, I do what I want. This is America, or at least I thought it was America.
Well, it is,
If
because
an-
he's pronouncing it Jar-itos.
Yaritos. I don't know. I just feel like pretentious as fuck if I like apply accents.
Today's stream is brought to you by this. Gotta turn on my Twitch.
Do you have any more gum? More gum? More gum? More gum? More gum?
More gum. More gum. More gum. More gum.
More gum?
More gum. I was really hoping that I was gonna stop and Kim was gonna start.
More gum?
Oh god, I'm a fucking idiot.
More gum.
But Tim,
Morgan Freeman.
more gum free.
And
The right man.
the waters
place
receded.
Oh, the difference in the world, Mr. Freeman.
All right, I am ready. So, when we last joined our degenerates, they were scoping out this house, and they sent the girl to do their job. She snuck in the backyard, and she found out that there was somebody who let a dog out. She almost got caught. Fortunately, she was able to dissuade the dog with a cocktail weenie in her pocket. She snuck back to the guys, and then went on their way. So we join them now. At some point in between then and they were gonna meet their two mates that afternoon or evening on Friday. Tim's been drinking tonight.
Do you have friends?
Take it away, guys.
I'm gonna go buy a cow's tongue from the meat market and shove it up your ass to plug it. Fuck.
So, I went up to the back of the house, and there's like a dog, and the lady of the house, she seems kind of, I don't know, okay, I guess, but like, I don't think she saw me, but she was looking out toward the field, and I might have been spotted. I'm not really sure.
I think I got some olives on my sandwich because I got really bad gas now.
Well, I'm glad you didn't come with me then.
Brian,
You
I
made
look her
noise.
over. Does she look spotted?
Oh my gosh, this.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'm sorry.
When were
You
you gonna?
can't stop, Sean. This is who you are.
When did you say you were gonna meet the guys the next day
7:18.
at night? At night.
That's in the evening, you asshat. But yes.
So, is there anything you need to do between now and then?
Listen, I don't really know what I was supposed to be looking for.
Security.
Door in the back, and I didn't see any, like, it didn't seem like it was too badly locked. Like, it just looked like normal doors and normal windows. And apparently they let the dog out the back, so seems like a nice little dog.
You know
I
where
like
we can find some dynamite, Albert?
what?
Fuck.
Dynamite.
Well,
What about dynamite?
one,
We should
Jimmy,
probably use it to break in.
why, Jimmy?
Well, because the door is kind of locked.
I
And
don't
dynamite
Jimmy.
will blow off the door. Duh.
That is of course accurate, Jimmy. But
uh,
uh,
I think maybe something a bit more
um
stealthy might be
yeah,
best.
let's go with that. Uh, let's
Okay,
not
so we
go
use the dynamite on
with
the dog, and then we pick the lock. All right, stealthy,
Jimmy.
I get it.
Tell me the many properties of dynamite. What does
It
dynamite do?
it explodes,
Right. What do explosions do?
make bits and pieces.
What else does it make? How do you know that there's
Oh,
been an explosion, Jimmy?
oh, the boom.
Yeah. How far can you hear that
Oh, I get you saying that they'll know because of the. Okay, I understand, and he'll tap his temple.
boom? They can't react to the boom if they were in it.
I mean, that's a good point, Albert. Maybe we should lure him out.
No, I
You
was
know
just
what I
fucking
mean? And then
temple tap fucking meme guy. That was not a statement by Albert.
it's a statement now.
Jesus.
Was that the goal? Like, are we supposed to kill them?
No.
Okay, good, because I'm not really down for killing.
Well, it wouldn't necessarily be on. If somebody happens to walk into the dynamite, it's not.
You
It's
have
more like collateral
brains.
damage.
Yeah. So what is it exactly we're supposed to be getting here?
A picture.
All right. Like a little picture or like a big fucking hang on the wall painting?
I'm going. No, not a big hang on the wall painting. A little picture, a photograph.
Okay.
Most likely properly developed, but potentially negatives or fuck. What are they called? The shake it.
Polaroid.
Polaroid. Yeah. Or a
Oh, those
Polaroid.
things are like really wild. Okay,
I'm not
I
gonna make
understand.
any Hey Ya references. No more. I'm not doing it. But yeah, some sort of picture.
All right.
So, speaking of pictures, I'm gonna post something for you just so you can get an idea of what you see, and I'm obscuring your field of view based on where you are and stuff. So hold on a second. Save this.
Hey, Albert, I was reading this riddle in the paper the other day, and I just was curious if you knew the answer. What's cooler than being cool?
Like,
Being ice cold.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right. I'm sorry, you brought up Hey Ya, not me.
It's my own fucking fault. But that's like, I know what a fucking Polaroid is, and for the life of me, I couldn't remember the fucking name, and that was the only way I could think of to fucking explain it was shake it, shake it. I don't know why. Like, I used to have fucking Polaroid cameras.
I'm so glad that you said ice cold.
The only difference between what you guys see and what I posted here is that there's an extension on this garage. It's actually, I think I said two-door garage.
Okay.
But that's what you can make out from the outside. You see the back porch and you can't see the back porch, but the fucking Diana did. You guys could see the balcony.
Okay. Forgive my architectural ignorance, but what is an alfresco?
It's got a big old awning over the porch. The whole thing is
Okay.
covered.
Okay, I got you. Oh, okay. So that's what people mean when they're dining al fresco. They're dining outside. I get it.
I looked
Okay.
it up. I looked up pictures. I didn't know what it meant.
Okay. My bad. Forgive my ignorance, dear sirs and madam.
Kim is getting her monkey bread.
Under the awning.
Under the awning.
I
imagine-
Under the awning.
Okay, but before I continue, is this a reference to something?
What?
The under the awning thing.
No, it's just the thing that I'm doing.
Under the awning.
Under the awning.
Damn.
Under the awning.
Hold on. I gotta get a little bit of spit in my throat.
Under the
Awning.
Oh, okay, never mind. That made me gag.
Make Traxxas say it.
Okay, hold on. To get a little spit out of my throat for that. Under the awning.
Hi everyone, Dick Orney here. Under the awning.
We're happy under the awning.
Why, Dusty, I hadn't seen you in an age.
Alavari, say under the awning.
You.
Under the awning?
Good enough. All right. Is your monkey bread okay?
It is.
Like,
It's delicious. It's delicious.
Old Miss Winston say under the awning.
Under the awning?
That was the scariest voice I've ever heard you do. That was scarier than Traxxas.
Seriously? That wasn't even her. Like, I tried, and it just came out completely fucking different. You want a pretty dress? No, that's not her either. Fuck, I'm gonna have to actually practice Old Lady Winston if she ever comes back. God damn it.
Oh, that lady. I remember.
Now get out.
Anything that you guys need to do between now and when you meet your dudes?
Fart.
What time is it?
Right now it's like almost midnight on Thursday.
Oh, so we've got like a full day.
Morning and
I would
afternoon.
imagine. Sleep. At some point, at least.
So you're done here? You're just gonna head out?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think we're
Jimmy's gonna go home and get fucked up.
And Albert doesn't imagine we're gonna get much more information if the house is actually occupied.
All right. We fast forward to the next day. If you don't have anything on your personal time, how do you guys end up reconnecting, and in what state is Jimmy in?
We're meeting up at 7:18, and Jimmy is
Being checked on
I'm
by-
gonna roll. What
Jimmy
time are you
is
checking
being
on me?
checked. Probably.
Vigor?
So we went home around 12. I imagine it took a little while. So probably around 2:00.
In the afternoon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's fucked up.
Could y'all hear that?
I heard him say he's fucked up.
Oh, okay. Huzzah. Yay. I was lit up green. I was like, oh, did they just hear me chewing?
I'm hearing things in the background. I'm not hearing you chew.
Yeah, that's Josh and Tracy. Sorry. I should probably go back to push to talk, huh? But that aside, while I'm setting that up.
It's not as bad as it was last time we played.
Okay. I'm gonna go into Jimmy's apartment. I assume he's not too fucked up to let me in.
No, I think he'll open up the door and like immediately try and start pretending like he's more sober than he is. And oh, Albert, I'm great. How are you?
He's the fucking worst.
I'm just for the sake of possibility, I'm rolling a d10. Yeah, that's a 2 on perception for essentially sense motive.
Yep.
I step inside, slowly and gingerly close the door. Do you have one of those chain latches?
Yeah, definitely.
I latch it, and I lock the door.
What's going on, buddy? We're getting ready to go to the
I turn around to Jimmy, and Jimmy has like longish hair, right?
Oh yeah.
So Albert walks forward. He like looks up at Jimmy because Jimmy's taller than him. I need to remember that. Looks up into Jimmy's eyes, and he's gonna try and grab his hair and yank his head down into his own. As a head.
Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, what the fuck, Albert? What the fuck are you doing?
To be fair, I think you'll probably win this check.
Oh, I think that he's too fucked up. You're good.
Okay. I bash you in the face with my forehead.
Jeez.
The fuck? What the fucking fuck, man? That fucking didn't really hurt that. Not fucking hurt that, I mean. Fuck. Fuck. What the fuck was that fucking for?
Can't hurt too bad considering how fucked up you are.
I'm real fucked. Only fucked up now, you fuck. The fuck, man?
Jimmy. The fuck are you doing, man?
The fuck you mean? I'm fucking.
We got shit to do today. Important shit.
I got hours. It's fucking fine.
You know that shit. Yeah. You don't stay high all day. But that shit fucks you up a lot longer than you stay up. You get
Albert,
sloppy.
I don't What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Look, it ain't had like a big impact on our jobs so far, you know? But I've seen what this shit does to you. It beats the fuck out of you. The fuck are you doing, man?
I'm fucking Jimmy Tulip, man. I'm a fucking cockroach, man. You can't fucking kill me.
Tulip. I'm a goddamn cockroach. I'm a fucking cockroach. You can't fucking kill me. That's a goddamn lie, Jimmy.
Fuck you want from me, Albert?
I want to know why the fuck you've gone from, you know, being the average everyday, you know, degenerate
We
to
killed 2 fucking people for no fucking reason, Albert.
no reason.
No fucking reason. And it wasn't quick. It wasn't fucking right. It wasn't fucking moral. It was fucking. It was fucked up, man. And you can't fucking tell me it wasn't. So don't fucking tell me how to fucking feel about shit right now, fucking Albert. Alright? I'm giving you a little bit of fucking lead. My nose is fucking bleeding, you fucking asshole.
It is.
Alright? I understand, alright, that you're a little upset with me, and that's fucking fine. But if you really want to throw the fuck down, you're gonna meet fucking Jimmy Tulip. You fucking hear me?
Jimmy.
Do you fucking hear me?
I hear you, Jimmy. Now, out of character, can I get a reminder on what Not Dick's name was? I can't remember.
Not,
what he was.
I don't remember either, actually.
Dick?
The guy that was Richard Dick. The
Yeah.
other guy.
Yeah, I lost it.
It was fuck. What was it? It was some kind of dopey name. Can't fucking remember.
It was like Clarence or something. I don't remember either.
I don't think it was Clarence, but it was something like that. We'll just call him Clarence.
Fair enough.
Steeson, sorry for the lack of continuity. Yes. All right. You know what? I agree, especially in Clarence's part. Now, Dick was going to be quick, relatively painless. But I slipped up. It got a little messy. That one's on me. Clarence started doing himself in long before we got back, or long before I got back. And
all I'm saying, Albert, look, we deal with shit different. This is how I fucking deal. Alright? This is the fucking, this is the Jimmy method.
Smashing your mic doesn't punch Albert in the face.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like acting with my hands on accident.
That's okay, man. I didn't mean to make you stop. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was pretty much the end of the train of thought.
Look, Jimmy, I don't mind. Excuse me. Jimmy, I don't mind you getting stoned out of your fucking gourd every other day. But we're dealing with people that are probably, if my guess is right, they're probably a little bit worse than Dick. Now, we can do this a couple of ways. We can send the meat in and see what happens. Things might go south, but we won't be in there. We can play it safe that way, but who knows what will happen. Or we can go in ourselves with them and control the situation better. But if you're fucking have half your brain kicked to shit from being out of your gourd today, it's not good. You okay, Jimmy, when I first met you, and for a little while after that, you walked down the street and you looked like a stoner, but not in the way that you look like a stoner now. You get what I mean? Like then, it was the way you walked around, the way you talked, your hair. Now, they can look at you, just see your fucking face. You could shave your hair off, do some, change your image, stand up straight, whatever, and people know you're on something.
It's some kind of fucking intervention or what?
Fuck, I guess. Like I said, though, I don't care if you get fucked up. That's your decision to do. But there are times when you need to know that you have to stay off. You're gonna kill yourself.
I'm gonna be ready at 7:18. All right, Albert.
I believe that, Jimmy. But I have a question for you. Do you want help?
I don't need help from nobody, Albert.
I didn't ask you if you needed help, Jimmy.
I don't want shit. Let's get this money.
All right.
What is Diana doing today, and what's going through her head after last night, after she wakes up maybe with a hangover?
Well, so she's back at her little it's a one-room apartment, but she shares it. So like she gets the couch and her friend is in the bedroom. And her friend didn't come home last night cuz Lord knows where she ended up after they kicked her out of the car. Um and so she's a little bit worried about her friend. I'm guessing she probably doesn't wake up until close to noon. Cuz it was midnight when they got back, so she definitely would have had another glass of something and maybe a joint while she was trying to chill the fuck out from that experience. Um, so I don't know that she's going to know where to go to find her friend, but that's going to be the main thing that she would be concerned about this morning.
Okay.
Other than trying to sober up and like be cognizant for at least part of the day.
So why don't you roll a? Let me see what we have here. Sorry, I gotta pull this up. There it is. Yeah, history, which is book smarts.
Okay. 2 on the die. I don't know what my history is.
You got a book smarts of 1. So a 3 is it's pretty good. I think you remember that you dropped her off at it was at some bar, wasn't it?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure you guys dropped her off at a bar or someplace.
Well, she was going back to a party
think
of some
so.
form. I don't know if it was at a bar at like somebody's house or whatever.
Oh, okay. I assume. How good of friends are you with Jimmy? Would you have his number? You guys ever hooked up or anything?
The question is, would Jimmy have given her his number? Because I think
Right.
that might come out a lot easier. Jimmy, do it.
Sorry, last thing I heard was the question something about if Jimmy something.
Jimmy.
Yeah, everything cut out for me too.
We're
okay.
wondering, would you have given Diana your number at any point?
Jimmy doesn't have a phone at his house.
There you go.
Why do you think Albert just shows up there?
So
Okay.
the only
Jimmy is a pathetic fucking drug addict. Like, he doesn't have a phone. Like, he barely makes rent.
would Albert have given her any way to contact them or meet up or anything? Because she doesn't know. She wasn't there with the garage and the deli, so you would have had to like either said you'd pick her up or give her directions to get there, or you were gonna ditch her or something.
Yeah, I
We
would.
we told her about 718, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, she knows where to meet us.
Okay.
It sounds like you're on your
But-
own then, in terms of finding your
I'm
friend.
trying to think. I don't think Albert would have given her his number, but there's probably a corner store he frequents, and he'll have given her the number to the store, and I guess like right before he goes to pick up Jimmy, he'll ask if he had any messages. So I guess if within the first couple of hours of your day, if you left a message there, or maybe an hour or so after that, he'd go back.
So you could try and leave a message at the store and see if he knows anything. Otherwise, you'd probably be left just calling your friends and seeing if anyone saw her last.
I'm gonna say that's probably what she would do. So Sarah's obviously her roommate, her good friend, but probably like Tracy and maybe Doug. See if anybody anywhere has any idea of what happened to her. Because they would have both been at the party last night.
Okay. Yep. Which one do you want to call first?
Let's try Tracy.
Okay. You dial it up and it rings at least.
Oh.
What's up?
Hold on.
What are we waiting for?
He's literally going to get Tracy.
Maybe.
Listen, if Sean can keep bringing in actors to handle NPC voices for me, I'm all for it. Put Josh on the phone.
Okay, you can speak now. I cannot hear y'all, so tell her things.
What am I doing?
Hey, Tracy.
Hi.
Tracy, so Sarah was at a party last night, and she was with her roommate, Sarah. Diana was at a party with her roommate last night, Sarah, and she did not come home the next day. So she woke up and Sarah wasn't there, and so she's calling her friends, and the first person she thought to call was a girl named Tracy. So you have to decide on the fly if you've seen Sarah or not, and if you did, where was it? So you got to answer the phone.
Oh, okay. I have to answer the phone. So hello.
Hi, Tracy.
What's
this
up,
is
girl?
Diana. Sarah was with me last night, and then like I went off with these two guys, and like I don't know where she went, and she didn't come home.
This is taking place in New York, so you're free to make up whatever you want.
Oh,
And it's
I seen her
1979.
I seen her for a few minutes, girl. She was down at one of the discos with Joey.
Joey! Ow! That son of a bitch. She really shouldn't get back with him.
You know he's bad news.
Ugh. Well, I guess I know where she is then, because once he's around, she just can't. Ugh. Well, thanks, Tracy. I know where to
You're
go
welcome.
now.
Good luck.
What was that name?
I return.
what name did she
It was
say?
Joey. What?
Joey.
Are you kidding me? It was super easy. Joey.
Okay.
His last name should be Tribbiani, and his catchphrase should be "How you doing?"
So I guess I would go over to Joey's house
Okay.
or call him.
He's going to. You're going to go to his house?
Yeah, I'm going.
What time did you get up this morning?
Noon?
Yeah. Okay.
So not morning.
What time did you get up this morning? No.
I think he's going to. I think you knock on the door because that's all that he doesn't have a doorbell. You knock on the door of his apartment, and after a long while, you hear some thumping inside and stuff. And after a long while, the door finally opens, and he's in there in like his flannel pajama pants and like nothing else, and his hair is kind of all messed up, and he's bleary eyed, and he goes, "Oh,
Hey, Diana, how you doing?
Ah, hi, Joey. Like, did you see Sarah last night? Is she here?
you're Joey now, Sean. You took these reins."
Oh, god damn it! Am I making cannons?
Yep.
Oh, she was here for a bit. She ain't here now. Think she left probably 2 hours ago. I think maybe. I think I
So,
kind of glanced at the clock.
so you just let her out of here and you didn't like offer her a ride home? Ugh, you're the
I
worst,
offered her a
Joey.
ride here. Why?
I'm sure she got all the rides she could take.
You know it.
Ugh. Well,
Can I
thanks for
offer
being
you
a
one?
douchebag as usual.
Hey, I'm a friendly guy. You know,
Uh-huh.
people come and people go. It's an everyday thing.
Well, since you don't know where she is, I have to go find her now. You know
Oh.
how she is after a night of being out partying? She can't find her way out of
Look, why
a
why
paper
don't you go
bag.
down? There's a Waffle House right down the street. Why don't you go check there? She probably hung over. Get a nice cup of coffee. Maybe someone there saw her.
Well, I hope you gave her some cash because she was out when I left. I'll-
Joey pats his ass and she's like, 1 minute, and he runs back into the house. He comes back. He looks kind of pissed. It's like, yeah, I gave her some cash.
Well, at least you're that much of a gentleman.
Fucking hell.
Thank you. And I'll just
You're
walk away.
welcome. Hey, tell that nice lady to come back anytime she likes.
Hmm. I'll be sure to do that. Uh-huh.
What time did you say she left the house?
About 2 hours prior.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm assuming it's like 1 by the time I get to his house, so
Okay.
11.
and maybe, just maybe, she's having double smothered hash browns at a Waffle House.
So I'm gonna go to the Waffle House.
Okay. High or low?
Low.
You go to the Waffle House and you look around everywhere, and there's no sign of her. But at least now you're aware that she did wake up in the morning and she did have money on her, so.
True. So I suppose I can trust that she's alive and not murdered in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah. Anything else you're going to do before you guys... Are you actually feeling like you're going to meet these guys to that night? I don't even know if
Everything.
I don't even know if they promised you any sort of reward for doing this or anything.
It was a job. There's expected reward.
Yeah. I think in these circles, if you say job, it's like you will get some amount of whatever we get out of this.
Fair. And I think we established last time that she'd done some shit before, so she knows what's up.
Mm-hmm. So, she's gonna go back to her apartment, and she's gonna call into her bartending job, around I'm guessing she would normally have to be there around 7. So at like 5:30, 5:45, she'll call in and play the I'm sick role. Um so yeah, that, and then she'll go meet them wherever it is.
Okay. And you guys are just gonna wait around and then go there that night.
That was my plan. Although I will wear much more conducive to breaking and entering clothing,
You're not gonna bring your heels,
and not
or
my party
platforms
clothes.
or whatever.
No go boots during the heist.
Albert, did you do anything to try and sober him up, or are you just kind of letting him wait it off?
No, he said he didn't need or want help, so Albert probably left.
Oh, okay. All right. So the deadline rolls around. Are any of you going to show up early?
I think the idea was with. Excuse me, I'm sorry for that. I think the idea was for Jimmy and Albert. They were gonna show up a little early, but not go in, so that they could be punctual and see if the others were.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You told them to be exactly on time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you just gonna like hide across the street or something?
More or less.
Okay.
I think that like if Jimmy has another idea, because I would go pick up Jimmy, unless Jimmy has already left in his van.
Nah, he's probably waiting for you.
All right, I'll go pick him up. What condition is he in now?
I think he's better. Not great, but not awful.
I'm gonna make sure that or Albert's gonna look him up, make sure he didn't break his nose or nothing.
Seems like you'd have to hit him harder than that.
Yeah. Albert's not a super strong guy. That's why he relies on fucking knives and guns.
I think the reason they like this garage as a meeting place is not just because they trust the deli guy, but also because it's kind of secluded. So I think that you can see through the alley if you park across the street or if you wait at one of the shop windows or something. But I think there's going to be something obscure in your view. Probably we'll say like a stack of crates or something. That way they hide the garage door. So
Okay.
you would be able to see anybody
we get
walking
a-
in and out though.
Can we get a fucking Italian before we meet? I've been thinking
Yeah,
about
we
that
got-
fucking sandwich since that asshole fucked up my order.
Same. We got 20
So
minutes. Let's go.
All right, fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. And we walk in to go and get sandwiches.
Scapones.
How
You
early
shall
are
get.
About
Oh,
20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20 minutes. But we're just at Scapone's. We're not at the garage.
you? Gotcha.
So, like, from a layout perspective, how close to the garage is Capone's?
The garage is like tacked onto the back of the building. It's not a garage. It's actually just like a storehouse where he puts all his junk.
Oh, like a warehouse for the sandwich shop, basically?
Yeah, it's like a storage unit.
Okay.
It
But
does
it's
have
not accessible from the inside. You got to go outside, right?
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not actually. I think it's not a garage door. It's a swinging door, but you have to just like walk out the back of the alley, turn right, and then there's the door to the warehouse.
Okay. What the fuck?
You son of a bitch! You're doing this to yourself. I'm not reposting it.
So as I'm coming up to the area that I'm supposed to meet the guys at, I'm first going to like pop into the corner drugstore that happens to be on the block. Even though I'm sure it looks sketchy as fuck. And I'm going to just kind of walk around and give the place a little like make sure that I'm not going to get murdered if I walk into this place. Like kind of check out the local businesses to make sure that it's
Make sure
not
you don't become a ham sandwich.
yeah, basically.
I murdered Kim.
Every place that you go to, the guy comes out or the girl or whatever, and they're all like, you know, how you doing? So
Oh no, it's Joey Tribbiani Street.
it's gonna be a little tough to tell if this place is owned by, you know, we haven't really established that people know what families are, but you have an idea that you don't know if this is a crime-ridden place or not. It is pretty back alley, pretty ghetto. We did establish that much.
Okay. So like I have a pretty good feeling like I could probably find a dealer of whatever I felt like around here,
Most likely.
but I'm probably not going to be killed on sight kind of deal.
You fucking snort olives because apparently Scapone has a fucking surplus.
or used to yesterday.
That's interesting. I love olives, but
Roberto.
Would you order 2 nothing but olive heroes for lunch?
no.
Then you're already doing better. Fucking Roberto.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. So anyway, yeah, just to kind of get a feel to make sure it's not like nothing I can't handle, basically.
I think that when you walk out of the last corner shop, or we will say it's a corner shop, it's across from the deli. You open the door and it bumps into a wormy looking dude that's kind of looks like he's got the jitters, and he goes, oh, sorry about that.
No problem.
Uh,
Are you okay?
no, I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing here. I'm waiting for a ride. That's all.
I see. You're. Uh-oh, I lost the voice. You're like. Are you waiting for like a bus or?
Yeah, boss. That's what I'm doing.
Ah, I see. I don't know any drug names.
No, that's okay. You can roll. What did we used to do for this? Just roll. Just roll a street smarts.
Okay. I don't know what I have to that. But that's a 7, so I'm apparently dumb. I have a -1, so that's a 6.
You're pretty confident this kid's just waiting for a bus.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk away then.
Okay.
God damn it.
He's waiting for the bus load of cocaine that he has hidden up his ass to
Right?
come out.
So I think it's about 10 till right now. What do you guys all do?
Enjoy an Italian.
You still sitting in the deli at 10 till?
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're eating that fucking Italian ass sandwich.
Diana?
Diana does not eat before a job. Nerves get in her.
Okay. How about 5 till?
I'll walk up to the place.
Okay. You go behind this deli.
Dangling, like I need a light kind of thing.
Okay. Behind this deli, you see this huge stack of like apple boxes or something. And then if you peer around that, you see the back door of the deli, and you see the door of this kind of storage unit tacked on the back of the building. All the doors are closed. What do you want to do?
What do I have for weapons? Anything? Oh yeah, I have brass knuckles. So I'll make sure that those are on.
Okay.
On my I'll have my one hand kind of like on my hip, like the brass knuckles are on that hand, and that's just kind of like hidden behind my back a little bit. And then in the other hand, I'll have my cigarette out and my little I'll have my purse crossbody so that it's dangling off the side. And I'll just have my cigarette dangling there. Like, anybody got a light? Like, my lighter died. It's the worst. As I walk in.
Okay.
Do we just hear some woman muttering about needing a lighter from behind the deli?
So you swing open the storage unit door, and inside it's pretty dark. I don't even remember if I established windows, but I definitely established there's only like one pole light with the pole string on the ceiling, and so you can see the pole light in the light of the day as it beams through this door. Other
Okay.
than that, it's bright and no, it's evening. So
Yeah, what the fuck? It's 7:18, Brian. Well, actually,
No,
it's
He
it's
would-
5
just
minutes
7:13.
before, so
He-
it's 7:13.
he has one of those yellow buzzy lights above the back door that's attracting a million bajillion flies, and through that you can see there's a table and some chairs and a pull string light, and all of the fucking sides and of the storage unit are obscured in shadow. Just gonna
I'm
let him
going
see
to
how long
immediately step into
see how
the
long he can go on with the fucking Foley.
I'm going to immediately step into the shadow to the left of the door.
Oh, okay. We're now 2 minutes till.
There is a grue.
There's nobody else in here that I can see?
Nope. Unless you pull the light chain.
I am sick.
Brian, you should know that we are not walking up there until exactly 7:18.
I'm giving you the option.
Like, we
And
might
I'm
stand
telling
up
you.
at 7:17, but we're not going out that door until 7:18.
Did you pull the light chain, Diana?
I'm going to put my cigarette away first. And make sure I have brass knuckles on both hands first.
Then you pull the light chain?
Yes.
The whole storage unit is illuminated dimly enough that you can see that there's all this shelving around the sides and just some crates and tools, and other than that, you're by yourself. 7:18.
Okay.
We go out the fucking door.
As soon as you guys swing open the back door of this deli, you see us.
Copyright.
You see Felipe standing there approaching the storage unit, and he jumps out of his skin when the door opens.
Hey,
Good job, Mr. Moth.
good looking, Mr. Mauve.
And-
Something tells me Mr. Violet is probably...
I rolled for it, so as soon as you say that, out from the opposite side of the storage unit comes walking Roberto.
Fucking shit. I stand corrected. I should have had a crow sandwich. Should I not have, Mr. Purple?
Maybe if you want to catch some sort of digestive disease.
Are you really gonna get fucking pediatric on me right now?
I should hope that you're not that much of a child that I need to be a pediatrician.
I don't think you understand the word that I used, Albert, but it's fine.
I think you mean pedantic.
God bless you. And Jimmy's gonna walk inside.
What do they see when they walk inside? Where is she?
I'm gonna be sitting at a table. I will
Okay.
have put the brass knuckles away and just be smoking. Because I did have a lighter that worked. That was just a ploy to be a thing.
As soon as Felipe goes in, he's staring at you, but he kind of just shuffles off to the corner. And when Roberto pops his head in, I have to remember his voice. I think it was just deep. He goes, who's this broad?
I think like as Albert like walks in behind Jimmy, he thinks back and didn't. I don't think we had the punctuality talk with her, so he just shrugs and says, "Ladies first."
But
That is the preferred way to do it. Yes. Thank you.
she's going on the job with us?
This is Miss Lavender.
Oh, fuck. I forgot we had these color names. I don't remember.
Mr. Violet, could you please settle the fuck down? Every time you open your fucking mouth, I get this blind fucking rage where I just want to beat your fucking skull until it's pulp. You know what I mean? Like there's just this feeling in the back of my head that just puts me in a fucking rage. So just don't fucking talk, please.
Like while he's saying this, Albert's just slowly removing the brass knuckles as he's pulling them out of his pocket. No, I'm kidding.
So,
Not kidding.
sorry, Mr. Turquoise? Yep.
I'm Mr. Indigo. And your buddy, and he'll point to Felipe, is Mr. Mauve. And he'll point to Albert, this is Mr. Purple. And Miss Lavender. Are we good, Mr. Violet?
His whole face is kind of scrunched up and he's nodding slowly, but you can tell he has no fucking clue.
Let me tell you something. It's a bit of a secret, but if you shut the fuck up and don't say anything and just do your fucking job, you won't ever have to use the code names. It's a secret. It's a pro tip.
I love when Jimmy gets on people's asses. It's fucking great. Like fucking Albert is an asshole, but god damn, Jimmy.
You know what? As you're giving him that pro tip, he kind of glances over and looks at the power drill on the shelf, like nervously.
Oh, I forgot I threw a power drill at him.
Or I guess it's on the floor right now.
Fucking Mr. Stapone don't clean up with the shit back here.
So,
All right.
what are we doing tonight?
Do you remember the basic outline of the job that we gave you?
We're going to we're gonna get some sort of picture or something, and let's see. Mr. He tries to remember the colors. Violet was the guy that was gonna do the stealing or some shit.
Yes, very good. Now we have some help now. So we have our Miss Lavender here. If we feel that situation is not prime, Mr. Purple and Mr. Indigo, we will perhaps join you. And if we further feel that this job is too deep, too much of a risk overall, we may altogether pull out. But that is our last resort. So,
Man, I gotta be honest with you. I sure could use the money on this one. I hope it doesn't come to that.
well, that's why you need to keep the car running.
Like, I hope it's a good paycheck because I turned down one of my shifts at the bar.
These jobs tend to pay very well.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot better than the tips you were gonna make.
I hope so. Those bastards never tip me well enough. And they're always grabbing my ass. It's the worst.
Yeah, well, you keep doing jobs like this, you ain't gonna have to go back there.
I can get down with that.
But that's why we gotta be careful and do it quiet, with a little bit of explosives, and he'll kind of wink at Albert.
And I shall roll my eyes.
So you need me to infiltrate? Like, what's the game plan with that?
Mr. Purple is gonna be your, or not Mr. Purple, but Mr. Violet is going to be sort of your distraction, per se, and he's going to give our alibi. And your job is going to be to find the picture. And
All right.
Mr. Marv is going to help you with that. Hopefully, he has the skill set.
So he's
And
gonna.
Mr. Purple is going to keep the car running, and I'm going to be ready to be muscle if it's necessary.
All right. Sounds simple enough.
Mr. Violet, you expressed experience with the general looting and robbery of a house, correct?
He's staring over at Jimmy as he's talking. Yeah, sure. Sir?
That didn't sound very sure of yourself.
Yeah, I can. I've had a lot of experience with larceny. I'll be fine. Yeah, sure.
That's a big word for you. All right. So, your job, as previously noted, will be to serve as what is the ultimate distraction. With any good luck, we will not actually be interacting with any individuals during this attempt. With poor luck, your job is to browbeat them a little bit while also performing, well, general larceny. Steal shit. Meanwhile,
Whatever you grab is yours, by the way, because we don't need it.
I think his face lights up at that.
now, you two, are smaller. You look like you can handle sneaking a bit. Your job is to find what we're actually after. And since you both can remember what the hell that is, we're looking for a picture. And do we know who the picture is of? Or at least generally what they look like?
They gave you his face. Yeah, I think they give you an alternative picture of his face, and it's actually, it was a professional photo, but it didn't have any context to it. It was just this guy in a suit. Why don't you guys roll history checks?
4 plus history. History. In alphabetical order, dipshit. 2.
Three.
Diana?
You can't hear me when I'm muted.
Nope.
Really? I was checking my settings.
I didn't hear what you rolled.
I don't know what I'm rolling, but that was an 8
You're rolling history.
on the die.
So book smarts.
7.
Yeah, none of you guys recognize him, but he's this important looking guy in a suit, and so you'll be able to compare that to the picture you see. I think that he's got that kind of Mr. Fantastic thing going on where he's got dark hair on top and kind of graying on the sides. So he should be pretty easy to spot.
Good. He's got like real distinctive hair about him, so should be easy enough, right? Can anybody else hear me?
I can. You guys are muted.
Oh, they're all muted. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was talking. All right. So yeah, this is the picture we're looking for. It's not this picture, but it's got this guy. And any other associated film paraphernalia that might be attached or nearby. That's what we're actually after.
And we're trying to steal a bunch of stuff so they don't know that we took the one picture, right?
It's a distraction, yes. And if this is a suggestion, if you happen to find it in a container next to other valuable things, take as much as you can. It will look much less suspicious if it's a sweep job.
Roberto gives a toothy grin. I can do that, yeah, sure.
Now, let me remind you lot that our vehicle will have a limited amount of space. Prefer to go with small, light things. Think like a good thief. Take things that are expensive but easy to carry, easy to hide. Don't take a goddamn fucking piano.
All right. I think they nod in agreement.
Diana just looks at you like, piano, really? Okay.
You did not interact with these two men yesterday. Particularly Mr. Violet.
All right. Well, you think they're smart enough then, I guess. Let's
I
go.
should just keep adding people to your team just to see how many shades of purple Tim can come up with.
Oh, dude, you don't even want to.
Oh, dude, Periwinkle is still available. Fucking, there are so many shades of purple, Brian. Please, by all means, I am fucking game for more Mr. and Miss Purples.
Dude, there are close to 65,500 different shades of purple. And that's just by a computer standard, not by physical standards. There are nearly an infinite number of shades
Fucking
of purple
got him, Sean.
on
fucking
a physical
got him.
standard.
He's gonna start labeling people with hex code.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly that. Yep.
So-
0FOF12. What the fuck are you doing?
All right, Mr. 0FOF12.
Are you guys gonna carpool there?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're driving the getaway vehicle.
Okay. You're in Albert's car.
I mean, do we want to go pick up the van for this?
Well, there's 5 of us.
Yeah, honestly, we
6 of
probably
us.
want to get the van.
No, 5. I can count.
Yeah, we're going to go get the van and take the van on the job.
Okay. So do you want to lead him to Jimmy's house or you want to come back with it?
No,
I think I'll come back with it. We're not leading them
Yeah.
to Jimmy's house.
Okay.
We're calling ourselves by code names of Purple, Brian.
I
Why the fuck would we take them to my house?
didn't think you would. That's what I was asking. So you roll up in your
I don't
van.
think you would. That's why I was asking.
They all have to get in the back doors because the side's all busted. Fucking- You're just gonna go straight there? Sean's driving, I assume.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, Sean is driving. Or, well,
Yeah.
Albert is driving since...
Yeah.
Sean doesn't exist in this fictional world, Brian. God.
Well, I won't be born for another 22 years.
Well, if Jimmy can help it, you will never be born, Sean.
What is Jimmy?
I don't know, but that's the new campaign is make sure Jean Pommier isn't born.
Mr. Appletree, I'm afraid you're a little too French.
We've discovered time travel. What are we gonna do with it? Kill Sean Pommier's great grandfather. But why? Because we can.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry, Sean. That went a little far.
You fine, dude. That's fucking stupidly hilarious. Just this entire campaign devolves into making sure that the cast is never bored. It's kind of fucking dark, actually.
I mean, only 10 more years before we can prevent my birth.
I think we're too late for Brian. Given his hairline, I'm expecting that it's we're a little past that point.
Yeah, I think Brian was, what, 52, 53?
I'm sorry, Brian. I am, but
Odd 1, odd 2.
Is it 79? Or is this 80?
I think Brian was born in 1903.
This is 1979, yes.
Oh, it's
Okay.
1979.
I am also not born yet.
Okay.
Oh, I lied. It will only be 8 years until we can prevent. Well,
And Kim is only
less than that. It would be like 7 because the 9 months leading up.
Yeah, I was incorrect as well. So is should be 15 years before I'm born, not 22.
Yeah, and Kim can't be in the campaign because she's only 8 years old right now. Where do you guys park the van?
We find the giant sphincter labeled Brian's ass and put it there.
God.
Boom! Fucking got him! That was so good, Sean. Fuck you, Brian. See how we're getting you? With all these burns and good jokes and goofs. Fucking got him.
It wasn't funny until you started fucking saying shit, dude.
No, it was not funny at all. But
If you couldn't tell, I was being sarcastic, Sean.
I know. Oh, jeez. Ignore everything I have ever said.
So there's
Yeah,
one long street, and it passes by 3 houses, but they're quite a ways away from each other. And then it goes around behind where the woods are, and there's more neighborhood back there, but they're all very separate from each other, and you have to go through the woods to get to the backyard. So
Didn't Diana go through the woods last time?
yep.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that should be the plan this time, and then we'll go and park the van out front and leave it running.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you all get out in the back, and then Felipe drives.
No. The 3 of them, so it would be fucking Roberto, Felipe, and Diana would get out in the back and go through the woods. And then we would go around to the front and park the van in front. And Albert's going to keep it running. And Jimmy's going to be on the lookout, too, if he has to go and do any muscly things.
Okay. Let's all roll. Well, let's get to we'll go through the woods easily enough, and then we'll get to that big open field before the backyard. And I think that it's easy enough for you guys to spy that it's hard to see, but you don't see any movement or activity in the backyard. Let me just check here. Somebody give me a high or low.
Are there lights on?
Inside, but I'm just going to determine if you can see through the blinds, windows, or not.
Okay. Hi.
Okay. There are there's a the door, the double doors in the back are open. They're not open, but the curtains are open. And then there's a window upstairs in one of the bedrooms that's open, and there are lights on. I'll say that there's lights on in the bedroom. I'll say that the double doors are dark.
Were there supposed to be like people home tonight?
I don't know. They just said that this is when we were gonna do it. They didn't say anything about who lived here or how many people lived here or what. That's yeah. I'm the more we get closer to this house, the more I'm thinking we might be fucked.
We did mention that there might be some replanning if there were people.
I don't know. Maybe this is the way it is sometimes. The best thing that we can do is just scout out the area. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Intelligent speech from Roberto?
He said he's done
What?
that before. He's probably reciting shit that he's heard other people say.
Well, I like scouted last night.
Fine, fuck it, I'll do it. So he's gonna sneak across the
Well-
field.
Okay. I was gonna say fan out and like
Oops, I don't
go
need to
different
do that.
directions, but whatever.
What's his? I mean, you can do that if you want, but he's going for it. He doesn't. You don't get the impression that he's much on working with others. What was sneak?
There's a stealth in there.
Stealth, finesse. Okay. He got a 3. So he gets to the backyard, and he's gonna go inside the fence after he pauses for a moment and make sure no one's there, and he's gonna climb over the fence, and then he's gonna sneak up to the actual back porch house and start trying to peer through the windows, and then he's gonna peek through the door, and then it's hard to make out, but you can kind of vaguely see him wave to. He does a big wave, like "Come on."
Okay. Well, I was the idiot who let him go scouting, so I guess I'll follow. That's a 1 for stealth.
Okay, Felipe. And I think we can hold these as long as we're outside. Felipe did not roll well, but he's also not really. I think he's just kind of mindlessly following you. And
Oh, he's following me. Okay. Because I was going to say, otherwise, I'm going to try to come at it from a different angle just to make sure.
you can give him orders if you want, but
Get down and all that.
he seems to be kind of a follower, so
Okay.
you can tell him do whatever you want him to do. So you get to the fence with the backyard. What do you do?
And we established that there's no gate on this side of the fence, right?
I don't remember, but it's only like waist high, so
So I'm jumping the fence.
okay.
I'm wearing my kick-ass boots tonight. Do I need to roll anything for that, or just
No, I'm
do
just
it?
gonna hold your stealth, so you're good. I don't see anybody inside.
I assume that's why you called us over.
Yeah, hey, I think if we climb on this fucking awning thing, that maybe we could see through that window up there too.
Well, I'm assuming he's quite a bit bigger than I am,
Yeah, he's a big boy.
and she's just a little.
Felipe's pretty scrawny.
Well, Felipe, you want to try to scramble up there and look in?
Fuck that! I'm not going up there. What if I fall through or some shit? Why do we gotta see through the window? Let's just go get the stuff and get out of here. He's like almost chattering. He's so scared.
Fine.
The sooner we're out of here, the better. So when you peer through the window, he's already looked through this glass door, and I'm gonna give you kind of a. It's dark, but it's there's like like plug-in lights and stuff, that dim light. So
Yeah.
I will.
There's like night lights. Did everyone just drop again?
Nope. I'm just saving this real
Okay.
quick.
We're rolling initiative too. Or did I mishear something?
No, hold on a second. So you see this.
This is hell. You died.
And you don't see anyone in. There's that first window next to the al fresco is all blinded up. But when you peer through the doors, you can't see anybody, at least in that portion of the living room. Or excuse me, that's a kitchen / dining room, and then in the living room's right in front of you, and there's nobody in there that you can see.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna might as well sneak in, because even if people are in the upstairs bedrooms, like if I fall through the awning or something, it's definitely going to alert them that we're here. So
He checks the door, and it's not barred, but it is switch locked. So he's gonna be like, oh no, there's double doors. He's gonna check the things, and they're locked. So he's gonna say, I think that maybe we can get in through a window or something.
what would it take to like shimmy the lock or whatever?
See if.
Safe cracking?
Do you have anything to shimmy the lock?
I have a boot knife. I don't have anything listed for actual items.
Yeah, these guys don't either. So he says, no, Felipe says, I don't know
Can I
about
take
this, man. I don't want to go in blindly. Maybe can we just like walk around and try and peek in through all the windows and shit?
You're such a peeping Tom. One window is blocked by blinds and we can't see through it.
Yeah, but you haven't checked the sides or the front yet.
Okay. Yeah. Felipe, you go that way. I'll go this way. Roberto, you stay here.
You're just gonna peer through all the windows?
Yeah. Or at least like up to the first window I get to. I'm going to be going around. So in the picture you're showing me, as we're looking at it, I'm going to the right, and I told Felipe to go to the left.
Okay, so he's on the garage side.
Yes. So like I would go through those first two windows. Provided I can stay stealthy on this side of the house.
All right. So here's what you were able to see. Um, the study looks. Let's see. I'll say that you're able to see those swinging doors from the alfresco, but the study door is actually locked. It's not locked. It's actually shut, so you can't see through that door. And then you make out the bathroom, and then I think Felipe is going to make it as far as the last window near the garage, and then he's going to double back to the alfresco.
Okay.
And you guys don't see anything. There is a lamp on in the, or not a lamp. There's a light. The light on and is in the bathroom number 2, and that's the only light in the house right now, aside from the second floor.
Is that light like just a plug-in wall light, or is it like the bathroom light?
I'll say it's one of those ones where you turn the light off and the glow light comes on.
The night light? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And so Tulip and fucking Albert, you guys can see them sneaking around towards the front, and then Felipe dashes back.
And I will have checked the
Okay.
windows to see if any of them slide open quickly, easily.
Okay. I think that bathroom number 2 does move because you're gonna guess. I mean, it's probably safe to assume they use it for ventilation and they just forgot to lock it. But it's a small window. It's probably like 4x4 or something.
Okay.
And it slides halfway, so it's probably like 2 feet to get through.
Right.
Question.
Yep.
Now that we are firmly in front and seeing this, do we notice that there are lights on upstairs?
High or low?
Higgy.
There's a light on the first window next to the balcony, not the one that's on the balcony, but the window next to it, above the garage.
Okay.
It's shining
Jimmy.
through. It's shining through the glow of the blinds.
Hey, Jimmy.
What's up, Albert?
You see that light?
Oh, shit.
Look, we're still good. They're sneaking around downstairs. It doesn't look like there's been any sort of alert made. No new lights coming on. Nothing like that.
And who
But
knows? Maybe they leave lights on because they're planning on being home late, you know? Sometimes I do that shit.
maybe. I got a thought, though. You and me, don't matter who. Wherever the phones come out of the house on the outside, and Albert will pull his knife out. Needs cutting.
Sounds like you know a little bit more about shit like this than me, so maybe you should go so I don't fuck it up, you know?
All right, watch the van.
I got you.
And Albert will sneak around, and he'll peer around to try and see where, if there's an above ground access for the telephone lines, and if not, he'll sneak around one of the sides of the building, just at random.
So the fence meets the house at the garage, and then at the corner where the balcony is, and so you're gonna have to climb over it. I think if you're gonna peer just down both sides, it's really dark, so it's kind of hard to tell, but you can make out the garage side, you can make out some stuff tacked to the wall.
Okay, I'll go down that way.
Okay. Why don't you roll a stealth check?
I rolled into the shadow. What is that? That is not amazing. That is a 6, but maybe, just maybe, my stealth doesn't suck ass. So that's just a straight finesse. So 5.
Okay. I think you, um, I think you try the gate near the garage, and it's so squeaky. And so then when you decide to climb over after it squeaks loudly, and you get over the fence and walk along the side of the house after Felipe already disappeared behind the corner, and you can find near where the kitchen is labeled, even though you may not know it's a kitchen. You find the phone box, and it's pretty easy to just crack open, and all the wires are in there.
I will yank and or cut them all.
Okay. Diana?
Yes.
You just found out that the bathroom window does slide open. What do you want to do?
How far off the ground is it?
You would have to either climb or stand on something or have someone boost you.
Okay. So I will
The base of the
slide it
window.
back shut.
The base of the window is like at the level of your chin.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the boys under the alfresco.
There's like hold on. There's like laundry on that side, and a kitchen and shit. And then across from the laundry, the door was open, and there's like a staircase.
There, wrong accent.
Whale.
Well, like I saw there's like a study, with the door closed, and then like with a desk and shit, and then there is a bathroom that has a window that I could open.
You could open the
So-
bathroom window. We could go in there. That's perfect.
It's like really small, and I'm gonna need a help to get into it.
All right, so one of you's gonna have to go in through the window and open the door for me, because I ain't gonna fit.
That's what I was thinking. So let's go.
Okay. Albert, are you just gonna head back to the van, or are you gonna sneak with them, or what? You're muted.
Story. Once I cut the cords, I'm going to slowly and steadily make my way back, but I will attempt to check on the progress, if possible, of the people along my way.
Okay. Yeah, you can go back, and you can kind of catch the tail end of this plan as you're walking around the corner, as he says, "One of you guys gonna have to unlock the door, because I sure can't fit."
Albert
Do you want me to roll
will
anything to notice if Albert's there?
walk around closer and be like, "Shh, I could hear you from around the fucking corner."
Jimmy, high or low? This is my check to see if Tim's asleep or not.
Hi.
Always high.
As you're watching, suddenly you're kind of blinded by this reflection in the rear view mirror. Did he lose his rear view mirror? No, I think he still has a rear view mirror. A car
Yeah, no,
slowly.
we fucked up his door.
A
Yeah,
car
it's my
slowly.
driver's side mirror that's gone.
Oh, okay. A car slowly drives by you, and it continues down the street, and then it pulls around the corner and disappears. We just found out that the fucking bathroom door is open, so we're gonna get in that way. What are you doing here? Checking on us?
I was cutting the phone lines. He's got company upstairs, potentially.
Yeah, we saw a light up there. Um, hopefully won't have to go up there. We checked all the downstairs. There's no one here, I don't think.
With any luck. But sad chances are, might have to deal with what's up there.
Did you even tell these
No.
two guys about the dog?
I think we would have brought that up.
And no
but
sign of the
we
fucking
didn't
dog either.
expressly say it. It was a little dog, right? And I look at Lavender and Diana. You're muted. Do do do. Do do do, Kim. You're muted, Kim.
It was like one of those little dogs. I think it was a terrier.
She's so dumb.
I don't
Alright.
remember what it was.
It was a Shih Tzu, but I love the fact that she thinks it's a terrier.
So,
Sure.
it's a little dog. If there's people here, it's probably with them or nearby.
I would have definitely had something in my pocket for the dog again. Remembering how well that worked last time.
Diana, roll a perception real quick.
One on the die.
Did you read that story? Because now I'm confused.
Perception. What is that even? Street smarts?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's -1. So that's a 0.
Nice.
Roberto says, so let's go to that window. I'll give you a boost. And you can see him staring down at your ass.
Wasted a crit on.
No, I'll let you hold that perception. That was really good.
Yeah, I bet you'd like a piece of this.
Huh? No, I was just going to give you a boost. I'm the biggest here. It just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies first, right?
Well, you sure as hell ain't fitting through that window.
Mr. Mauve has bigger hands, and I start walking back to the van.
Okay. So you guys get to the bathroom window, and he kind of cups his hands like you could step into him.
Okay.
I think it's pretty obvious that as you go up, he's gonna try to give you an additional boost from the back.
Won't be the first time my ass has been grabbed. It's fine.
But you have probably no problem fitting through this window, and you end up in the shower. And why don't you do a? Why don't you do a finesse?
Okay. Do 1 on the die. I have nothing in finesse.
You're able to hold on to the window and kind of worm your way through, and then as you hold on to the window, you let your legs drop down into the bathtub, and there's a kind of a little bit of a thunk, but you're able to brace yourself enough that it doesn't, carry through the house. And then the door is cracked open. It's not wide open, but you can just carry on. What do you want to do?
I'm going to have the dog treat in my hand
Okay.
with
And
brass knuckles on.
do you remember what you originally got for your stealth?
I was real good. I would say it was a 2 or a 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was in that range, definitely.
Okay. Yeah. So when you, I'll give you an update. This is going to be a quick one.
Just like you, Brian. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I am a little.
You've been on the receiving end of Tim to know what it feels like.
I think we've both received Tim quite a bit.
I love it when you break yourself, Sean.
I'm just an idiot. Don't mind me.
Okay, I'm gonna let you sneak through the bottom floor of this house and open the glass door, and that's at the point I think that when we all need to roll new stealths because everybody comes in and there's a lot of footsteps to deal with.
Okay. So I do that. Holy shit, I got a... Nope, that's a 10 on this dice. Fuck. I got a 0!
Oh no, that's a
I shouldn't have rolled that die. I should have rolled the one that was being so good to me.
and 4, 5 and a 4. So that's not awesome. I think that you are able to sneak through this house with grace, and these guys are just kind of clunking along. They're not knocking shit over or anything, but they're not very light on their feet. And these are... The living room has a soft floor, but obviously the kitchen and dining room don't. So Roberto's gonna say, "All right, let's start looking around. Where do you guys want to start? Where would you hide a picture if you was some sort of criminal?"
I would
Well,
just
there's-
like to ask, aren't they all kind of criminals?
True. Well, you start in the study, of course.
The study. There's some sort of like what is that?
It's a room with a desk and bookshelves.
Oh, like an office. Okay.
It's something Roberto never did.
Obviously. So, I'm going to make a beeline for the study.
Okay. Roberto, I think, will start examining the entertainment center and looking for... I don't know what he's looking for. He's looking for anything he can grab. And then Felipe will probably make his way to the guest bedroom.
Okay.
Roll investigation.
Not using that die again. That one's much better. 2. Do I have anything in investigation? I have a 1, so that's a 3.
Okay. So we'll hold that too. And the study door is locked.
Of course it is. Can I use a bobby pin?
You can try. Obviously, these indoors aren't going to be as hard as the outdoors.
Okay. So is that safe cracking or what is that? Just a straight finesse?
I would have done... Could be larceny. I don't know what larceny would be rolled for other than like picking locks and stuff.
Oh, good.
Do you know what larceny would be rolled for, Sean?
I think sleight of hand generally, probably, but like it makes sense that general thieving techniques would fall into there: picking of locks, shimmying of doors, the opening of things that ought not be opened but are not as complex as saves.
Because safe would make me think of dials and stethoscopes
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, thick shit.
That's a
And
6.
like
That's a 6 for larceny?
Yeah.
like a relatively unskilled person can pick a lock. It's really hard to fucking pick or to open a
Crack a
safe.
safe. Yeah.
I think you get the sense that this is just one of those locks that you could do this with, but your bobby pin ain't doing the job.
Okay. I'm gonna take my knife and try to shimmy the lock open.
Okay. Roll again.
Larceny again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a 1, 0.
The lock pops, and it does make kind of a thunk, and then all is quiet.
Okay.
And it's just what you saw
speaking.
when you looked in the window. There's the desk and some book stuff, and I'm gonna hold on to your investigation, which was pretty damn good. And so, I think you find in the desk there's some envelopes and general like desk work things, and then there's also a file cabinet which is also locked, but I'm gonna say. Fuck. I'll let you find a key in the middle drawer.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about that number. And as you're doing this, Roberto's gonna pop his head into the room. Yeah, got some good stuff.
All right.
I'm gonna just check upstairs real quick, see if I can snap any jewelry or anything.
How? Robert, why don't come here?
You don't know his name's Roberto.
Oh, that's true. Sorry.
He's Violet.
Fucking Violet or something.
I should use their codes, but I don't remember either.
Violet and Mauve.
Jimmy or Albert, tell me high or low real quick.
I did the last one. You do it, Jimmy. Tim. Perhaps.
We finally lost him.
Hi.
Another car comes slowly rolling down the street. And then it starts to slow as it approaches your van.
I'm just gonna assume that his seats have some level of adjustment and kind of like lean back, like make it to where it looks like we're resting, and tell Jimmy to do the same. I think Jimmy could play sleeping really well right now.
Yeah, you put your seat backs and you can see through the passenger mirror. This car slows down right beside you guys, and then it starts to turn into the driveway.
Oh, this driveway?
Yeah.
Shit.
Let me roll a perception real quick. 2. Diana, as soon as this car pulls up, Felipe was in the guest room, and he comes running into the study, and you can kind of hear his footsteps. He's trying to be quiet, but he's not doing a good job, and he goes, "Somebody's fucking here. They're just pulling up in the driveway. We gotta get out of here. Come on, hurry up."
Albert, Albert's gonna back the car up or back the van up. Um, and he's just going to he's gonna put the van expressly parallel, or not parallel, perpendicular to the drive. Uh, and he's gonna just honk and like lean out and be like, "Hey, hey, hey,
This
you!"
this car stops right before the garage door isn't even open yet. It just stops right in front of the garage, and you see some movement inside, even though it's pretty dark. But the lights shut off. Yeah, and then the door opens, and the person stands out and kind of looks across the street at you. You can just see, kind of make out their silhouette.
Hey, you know where Baker Street is?
This person walks to the end of the drive, and you can start to see that they are. It kind of looks like an older woman, and she says, "Ah, I don't know of a Baker Street."
Sorry, we've been driving around for fucking hours. We're supposed to fucking go. Sorry, miss. We're supposed to go pick up some cargo at some place on Baker Street, but we can't find the damn place. Like, I looked on the map, I can't find it. So we've been trucking around. It's supposed to be in a nice neighborhood like this. So I was hoping you might know. Uh,
This
you
neighborhood goes back quite a ways. You go around the corner there, and there's some other side streets. It's possible it's one of those. We actually, we actually moved here about a few months ago, so I haven't quite got a whole lay of the land yet. Usually, it's my husband that does all the driving.
all right? Well, let me ask you, miss. You've been here a couple of months. I'm a bit fresher myself. I do some traveling for work, but my friend here is real tired. We've been at this for hours. Um, uh, is it you think it's gonna be a problem if we rest here for a little bit? Out on the street. You think the people gonna get mad at us?
She kind of grimaces and she goes, uh, it's, I mean, there's some, like a gas station down the road you could maybe park in there. It's only about 3 or 4 miles. I'm just worried that somebody might not see you, and you don't want you guys to get hit. You can tell she's lying. While this is all happening,
Right, miss. Yeah, you don't want us to get hit in a big ass white van. You let me guess. You think we're too low class for this area to rest here? You think we can't be here? You too good for us?
At this point, she starts walking to the gate controls, and she says, "No, it's not that. I just it's getting pretty dark out. Wasn't sure if anyone would see you there on the side of the road."
Well, who the fuck's running around without headlights on?
Listen, I'm gonna have to go inside, but if you drive around, I'm sure you'll find Baker Street. And she presses the button, and the gates start to close to the drive.
I miss one last question. You know a Getty, like family, a Getty family?
Are you just pulling that out? Are you just making that up?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if I'd named these people or not. Yeah, that doesn't ring a bell. No.
All right. Uh if you meet a Getty family and they ain't seen us yet, Tell him to be better with directions next time. And I'm gonna pull out and I'm gonna go around to the back where we dropped them off, and I'm gonna fucking honk again and like wave out the window at the lady, but like the honk is for them, not for her.
Okay, she is gonna go start trying to get her. As you're driving away, you see that she's getting in her car and she's like opening up the garage door and stuff. While all of this was going on, as soon as she pulled in, yeah, what's his name?
Mr. Mauve.
Yeah, Mr. Mauve flew into your office study and said, "We gotta go."
Right. So had I found anything anywhere close to what we were looking for?
Oh, you just found this key that you suspect is to the file cabinet.
Okay. Okay. One thing. I'm gonna run over to the file cabinet and try the key.
Okay. Yep. It
Okay.
opens up, and you from here you can probably hear them yelling at each other outside in muffled voices.
I'm just gonna grab everything in the file cabinet that I can hold on to.
Oh, it's a tall one.
Oh shit.
You.
Okay, so I'm just quickly like looking to see if there's camera anything.
This dude's got records and records, so he's obviously got a lot of shit on a lot of people, and some of it's just business and finance and his taxes and shit. And so I think the guys would probably help you look, but you can't open too many drawers because file cabinets tend to tip over. So why don't you roll? Well, I'll roll investigations for those two, and then if you can use your. Would you get 3 investigation, or was it?
Yeah.
I'll let you choose to roll, or you can hold that 3.
I'll hold the 3.
2. Okay. You guys find an alphabet in one of the middle drawers, and as you start digging through it, there are names, and you find a lot of photos. I think that between your combined efforts, you can dig through and eventually find. It's really skinny. It's just like one folder, and it's a piece of paper, and then deep down inside the folder there is a picture that matches this guy, and he's with a woman, and they're like at some resort or something, and it looks like it was taken from a distance.
Okay.
But it's the best that it's hard to make out because it's kind of
I don't care. I just see the guy. I stuffed the whole folder kind of down the back of my pants, and then kind of under my shirt and run.
We didn't get any valuables though.
Just fuck it, run.
Yeah, let's get out of here. You going out the back?
I'm going for the back door.
Okay. You get to the alfresco, and you notice that Roberto's not with you, but Felipe's hot on your tail.
The Alfredo porch.
I don't care. I'm continuing.
You're gonna just run through the woods?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he's a fucking idiot enough to get himself caught, then he doesn't know my name. Whatever.
All right, you get to the back of the woods, and you hear, at this point, I think, is when you hear the honk, and then you see the van.
Okay. I assume you were honking as you drove away, right, John?
I think he said he honked when he got to the back.
That wouldn't make sense.
You're muted, Sean.
I'm fucking muted. And no, I was honking as I was driving away, and waving at the lady as a distraction and as a signal. But I was headed toward the back so that I could pick them up.
Okay. They run up to your van, and it's just her and Felipe.
Like, Mr. Purple, that fucking asshole said he didn't get anything valuable and he wouldn't come.
Felipe, get up here. Sit.
He definitely does.
When I come back, with or without Mr. Violet, we leave. And I walk, I like run into the woods.
Okay.
And I'm not going to leave the woods. I'm going to stand in the woods and I'm going to look. Is Mr. Violet coming?
You don't see him anywhere.
I don't see him anywhere. I will wait 30 more seconds.
About 12 seconds in, the light through the back double doors comes on, and the whole bottom floor illuminates. Another few seconds later, you see a woman silhouetted against the back window, and it looks like she's kind of in the kitchen dining area, walking around.
But she doesn't seem to be agitated at all.
She's just walking around.
I will continue to observe.
Okay. She's gonna be going on for another like a minute and a half, and then you see her silhouette disappear further into the house, but the lights stay on.
I will remain.
Okay. It would happen for another 5 minutes before you see the back light, the upstairs bedroom that was in the back, that light shuts off, and there's still no sign of Roberto.
I'm going to wait some more.
Okay.
I am
And then
intrigued.
after that, the silhouette returns, the back door's open, and the little dog runs out into the yard. And then the silhouette remains in the living area, and then you see it
He's gotta be
disappear.
fucking hiding somewhere.
You see it disappear into the distance again. And the dog is just doing its rounds.
I'll wait a little longer, provided the dog doesn't jump the fence or some shit.
It's been like 10, 15 minutes right so far, and the dog is not aware of your presence. And then eventually, you see a new silhouette appear in the upstairs window that was on. And it looks like these hands go up like they've got covers, and then they go back down. And then any illumination in that house, in that room, goes completely out. The room is pitch black.
Like, you mean like covers like somebody's in the bed? Or...
Right.
And hands up like they were shocked, or just like...
Hands up like
I'm putting the covers up.
Yeah, hands up like they'd gotten in the covers and put the covers on them. They kind of did that big woof thing.
Okay. But still no signs of panic at all.
No panic yet. And then you assume it's her. She comes down and lets the dog back in, and then she turns off the living room lights and the downstairs lights, and then the whole house seems still and dark.
I will wait a couple more minutes.
Okay.
And see what's going on.
A couple minutes passes and nothing changes, and then let me see here. Why don't you roll?
I roll.
Or let me see. No, you don't have to roll.
Where'd my D10 go? Oh.
You do Roberto. And why don't you tell me high or low?
Hi, we have a theme.
All right. At this point, you see a silhouette like fall out the side of the building on the first floor, and it like hits the ground hard, and then kind of rolls and slowly picks itself up, and then starts hoofing its way to the back fence.
Alberta pulled his gun away.
It struggles to get over the fence, and then starts running through the field breathlessly, gets to the woods, and it absolutely does not see you unless you make yourself known. What the fuck?
Shh. Good fucking job not getting caught. Now get to the van.
He's got an armload of like more folders and stuff from the study.
Calling me surprised, Mr. Violet. Get to the van. Get to the chopper.
All right, you guys get to the van. And
While I was waiting, I pulled the folder out and I've been looking at it.
oh yeah, um, the the paper just has this guy's name, and it's got some dates and information and locations, and same with the history check you rolled before. There's nothing that stands out to you. Like
Okay.
there's no reason why you would know what any of it means.
Okay.
All right, you guys get to the van. Any last things before we call it?
No, but I will have a report I didn't expect to have to write.
Okay.
I expected dumbass deceased.
I did
Dipshit
too. I thought this
deceased.
I thought this thing would. I thought this thing would go way, way, way south more than it did. But the rolls were pretty good.
Well,
They were.
I think you misheard my roll, but I'm not going to
Yeah.
complain.
Yeah,
I rolled a
I
10
caught
on
on
my
to that.
stealth once, but whatever, it's fine.
Oh,
I said,
Yeah,
that's a
but-
0 on the dice, which is a 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
oh! I heard it as like you
0.
You got like a 2 or a 1, and then your stats bumped it to a 0. Well, you you wiggled out of that crit fail.
Yep.
If the DM doesn't hear what you tell him, it's fine. Do.